What's up guys, it's Oblivious Gamer here, and well, I wanted to do this brief video just mentioning and talking about something that was just published with regards to SD Gundam Battle Alliance. I'm a huge Mobile Suit Gundam fan, and personally, I have been very excited for SD Gundam Battle Alliance. I really like a lot SD Gundams. I think the concept of the game, this action game RPG where like you use the SD or Super Deform Mobile Suit or Gundam, and you're able to you go on missions, you fight the AI, you can have up to 3 mobile suits with you, and you also fight bosses, and you'll be able to collect multiple mobile suits from different shows and different eras. It looks like it's gonna have a ton of stuff, and it looks like it's gonna be quite fun. The game also was noted that it wasn't gonna be just single player, but it's gonna have multiplayer. It's gonna be 3-player co-op, so you'll be able to play with 2 other friends and go on missions together. They recently released a single player video that was 14 minutes, and now today they released a 16-minute multiplayer gameplay trailer, which the link will be down below if you do want to watch it. Now, before I continue, if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe. So, I want to preface this is all in Japanese, just be advised about that, and also there's a lot of talking, and if you know anything about Japanese TV, they really tend to throw in a lot of subtitles and in big form, so I don't know if you're somebody that I find that distracting, but just be aware you can still enjoy it, but you will probably have that, so be advised. Now, in this 16-minute trailer, so we get to see some of the missions. So first, for example, we see all 3 players using Dom Trooper.
ね、友達の家にこうみんなでコントローラーを持ってね。はい、目当てなんかケーブル目当てなのかもうわかんないレベルでね。あれですか、ファミコンとかの世代ですか？ファミコンはまあゲームボーイとかね。ゲームボーイよね。そうなんかということで思っております。はい、そして今回3人とも全員ドムという形で、ずっこけ3連戦ですね、我々。ジオンにドムで挑むということで。ね、道中の敵でも。
And they're just running around, fighting some of different mobile suits, working together. Everything looks pretty fun. We see Dom Trooper, of course, having some melee options, some long-range options. They do go in the beginning and mention about crossplay, which, if I am understanding this correctly, it seems the crossplay, or at least how they say the crossplay will work, is PS4 and PS5 can play together, and Xbox Series and Xbox One can play together, and that's it. I don't think that it is mentioned. If there is crossplay between other platforms, I will update, because obviously I'm just reacting to the video. I will try to translate it through the best of my abilities if I do find something, and I'll just post it above being hey, I'm wrong, this is a crossplay, blah blah blah. Now let's continue with the video. So they do show some of the missions. So the way that it works is, as far as these 2 missions that they have shown, is you guys will be fighting multiple SD mobile suits, and then eventually you're gonna reach the end where you will find a boss. And of course, the boss is the fight where it's gonna be the most insane. You're probably gonna die a lot, and that's where the fun actually begins, and it can get a bit hectic. With the first one, when they're using the Dom Troopers, it doesn't feel as crazy.
しないすいません、僕もうね喋るのに必死なんですよ。あ、やばいやばい、やられてしまった。やばい。で、これを応急処置。自分で直せるんだ。自分でもできますし、誰かに助けてもらうこともできます。あ、仲間がね、助けてくれたり。持ってるリペアキットの数はですね、数に限りがあるので、ご利用は計画的にしていただかないといけないんですけど。あ、すみません。次じゃあ食らっちゃったら僕のこと誰か助けてくれます？任せてください。まあそれはちょっとその時どうか。あれ？なんで約束してよ。ね、先ほどね、オリジナルのパイロットがっていうことでしたけど、まあオリジナルのモビルスーツもいたりするんですかね。そうですね。
I feel it gets more crazier in the end of the video where they are just constantly getting destroyed, if I'm being honest.
あと HP も残り100ぐらいしかないですけども。
じゃあボンバイエーさんの画面で2人でね。実況しようかと思ったら
ダメでしたね。残念でした。
But it seems like it's gonna be something very fun to enjoy. I mean, I feel it wouldn't be fun if you and your friends can just beat the crap out of them super easily. I think having challenges can make it fun. I don't know if there is a mode where it limits you the amount of times the team can die together. It also showcase a bit of some of the special moves that they have.
使います。お願いします。はい。桜か？あ、食らいました。当たりました。入った。 全部は当たんなかった。
As far as I've understand, it seems that everyone is gonna have some sort of revive kits. Once you're out of revive kits and your entire team runs out, it's mission failed. So that's pretty interesting. It brings a bit of challenge, I feel, because that means also you cannot just constantly die. You know, it adds that element of like, oh, you have to be careful because you have a limited amount of lives. I think it would be really interesting to see how challenging it can get. I bet there's probably even a mode where like you have 0 revive kits. That's just me though speculating, but I think that would be interesting as a challenge. Then for the second part, of course, they are a little bit more leveled up. So if you notice in the first part, like their mobile suits were level 15. Now it seems they're level 25. And eventually they go up against a boss that is like level 27. Now, a big thing to notice is the mobile suits that they use in the second part are basically the DLC ones, if I'm not mistaken. So, for example, one of the developers is using Musha Gundam, which is an early unlock. Another one is using Night Gundam, which is another early unlock. They're also showing us Command Gundam. So they're not necessarily showcasing us like a new, mobile suit that wasn't announced. Like they're showing stuff that was already announced. Though it is still cool to see some of the mobile suits or Gundams and how these DLC ones are gonna be. And so far they look pretty cool. Another thing I want to highlight is they mention a mechanic in the game called Just Guard, where basically you guard. Well, it's a timely guard. And when you do a proper time guard, you manage to nullify the attack of the enemy.
タイミングよくガードできればジャストガードっていう形でどんどんダメージを軽減していけるので、ぜひねジャストガードも駆使しながら戦っていただけると良いのではないかなと思いますね。攻撃を食らう瞬間みたいな感じですか。そうですね。ではじゃあ僕がスペシャルアタック。
So of course, learning when to block and using Just Guard properly will be very useful, especially in boss fights. So it's pretty cool that they also have mechanics that will require mastering. So it's not just, oh, we block. It's like they added another mechanic where you, by performing a proper time block or guard, it rewards you. So I'm hoping to see more mechanics like this as we get closer to the release date, because I feel it adds a little bit of reasons to learn the system. That's just me though. So we do see that like Unicorn is going to be controlled by the AI and like he is part of this fight. Though it seems like this fight they do struggle a lot. They die a lot of times. But at least we do get to see some of the different Gundams, some of their abilities, some of like the options that they have when it comes to range and melee combat. And we also get to see that like it's not gonna be that easy against certain bosses. Personally, I'm liking a lot what I'm seeing. This is a game that I am definitely excited for. And I really can't wait for this game to be released. It's coming out fairly soon in August, just one more month to wait, and now I'm going to be playing this so much. As I mentioned before, the gameplay video is 16 minutes long, so if you truly want to check it out, the link is down below. As always, for me, I feel it's not something crazy that we haven't seen before with like the other gameplay, but I do appreciate that we get to see the multiplayer and how it would work. But as always, it's not just about me. What are your thoughts, guys? Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.